Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. It's Friday. How's everybody feeling? Woo-hoo-hoo. Finally time for the weekend. You know, I'm doing all right. I've done better. Gotta be honest. Had a rough night last night, not gonna lie. Was out trying to film some stuff. Didn't go according to plan. Don't need to get into details now, but, you know, it is what it is. I appreciate everybody that's already stopping in, you know. We do have a fun poll prepared, but I also want to try something else because I realize there's super chat goals that you can add now. So I'm going to start doing that for streams. It encourages chat engagement stuff. I don't know. I was looking through the different, like recommended stuff that YouTube gives you. So we're going to try this out and see how this works. Obviously, no pressure. But the goal amount for this is 5 super chats. And the timer is going to be for the stream because it's about 2 hours. And if we hit the goal, I'm going to go no chair for 20 minutes. And basically that means I'll either have to squat or be on my knees, or kind of just like bend over, but just no chair for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna put that up and then we'll get the poll started. And the poll we have for today, so let's get that going. And then the poll we have for today, where is it? There we go. I'm like Alex, now I have too many Google Sheets. So here is the poll for today. Here's the fun poll. Pick a new roommate. Pick a new roommate. Do you want a talking plant that irritates guests? Do you want a raccoon who insists on cooking? Do you want a knight in full armor? Or Bigfoot? And let's just think about this for a second. So you're picking a roommate. Do you want a talking plant that only irritates your guests? And this can be mentally or physically. Who knows if it might cause a rash. But the idea is that it talks to you and has conversations. You two get along. But it just doesn't like the people you bring around. The raccoon who insists on cooking, you know, the food might turn out really good. Or it might be trash. You can argue with them and debate who's actually going to end up cooking. Maybe you convince them that you're going to do the cooking regardless, but now you've got a resentful roommate. A knight in full armor doesn't sound that bad. They'll protect your home, you know, stuff like that. But then you got to think about those late night those late night peas. Do you really want to hear in the middle of the night just a bunch of clanging? And finally, would you want Bigfoot? How does he smell? How does he act? Very elusive, but he's there. I feel like Bigfoot would leave the door open, you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Numafor, for the €6. First, I gotta remember to heart these when they come through too. Thank you so much. I need a soundbite for that.
Stoic.
God damn it. I didn't set it up right again. How do I do this every single time?
Stoic.
Is this my donation sound?
I fucking bust loads all over my couch.
Thanks for that one, Alex. Ask him why he said that. So let me put this poll up. Pick a new roommate. And then I guess we can kind of get into it. I have two kind of goofs and I guess I have a few goofs and gaffs that we can look at first. Like a YouTube video, a couple Reddit posts. I'm trying to decide if I want to watch the Ethan poker someone did an edit of it. I think it might have been the actual channel. So I kind of want to look at that too. Oop, no. I think it was just in this lineup. Was it? I might have. I did.
Well, hello.
I've got too much going on. I know. Okay, so I put it over here. Okay, we have a lot to look at today. It's kind of all scattered around, but it's okay. We're doing great. My partner is doing their graduation project on Bigfoot. I know all the extensive lore. I didn't even know existed. Like what? What's the extensive lore you didn't know existed? That Bigfoot is actually an extraterrestrial that has the ability to manipulate time and space so that it can evade any type of thermal radars or LiDAR. I don't think LiDAR would matter. That just does like landscapes, doesn't it? Isn't that what that is? It might, I guess. I only know LiDAR scanning from when they find all like the ruins. They find all the ruins with LiDAR scanning. Light detection and ranging is a popular remote sensing method used for measuring the exact distance of an object on the Earth's surface. Even though it was first used in the 1960s when laser scanners were mounted to aeroplanes, LiDAR didn't get the popularity it deserved until 20 years later. Okay. Can't find Bigfoot on LiDAR or thermal radar. Or thermal image scanning. We're very Bigfoot pilled in our households. Who isn't? I've always been big into Bigfoot. He's the biggest for a reason. They're the biggest for a reason. I guess you don't know, right? Bigfoot. I'd like to imagine that all Bigfoot have both reproductive organs and don't procreate like individually, but they just decide to do it within a partnership. It's just part of the extra lore that you didn't know about. There you go. Just a little something to think about. Here's another something to think about. Marsupial Meditation with M.E. Pearl, or just Me Pearl. I don't know. Are you a Bigfoot guy, Captain, or are you a Bigfoot guy? Why not both?
Well, hello. Is your
Hi.
spiritual life stalled?
Mm-hmm.
Are you lacking traction to become one with all that is? Well, your answer is right here. Proper opossum prayer and meditation. You've all heard about possums playing dead. They're not playing dead. They're communing with the divine. And so can you. As with so many mystics before them, possums require some trauma great enough to shatter their ego.
This is one of the best videos I've seen in a while. Need to give her a subscribe. I've seen other ones of this before. I'm pretty sure this is her whole thing. Yeah, we get a lot of marsupial meditations. Proper possum holiday psychology. She has a possum, but I wonder if she has a big... Goddamn, Cruz. You at the bar again?
And possums have formidable egos in order to propel them into ecstasy. That's right. As Rumi says, where there is ruin, there is hope of treasure. Rumi also says, You have to keep breaking your heart until it opens. And then Rumi also said, sometimes love wants to do us a...
No, I'm at work. It's just Friday. Ready for the weekend. I get it. It was a Primus reference. I guess I didn't get it because Primus sucks, but didn't catch that one.
favor, hold us upside down and shake all the nonsense out. Well, I could traumatize these babies right now into a state of bliss. But I would be accused of marsupial abuse, so I'm not going to do that again.
She would never. Pearl would never. This is the good Pearl.
No.
I just realized she had angel wings behind her too. Very fitting.
These little ones are destined to live out their days ignorant of nirvana. Ah, well, give 'em a grape. But you can aspire to oneness. Have courage. Run into that fire. Leap off that cliff. Publicly state that political opinion. All will end in tragedy. And then be transformed into
Rebirth.
transcendence. Until next time, bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you next time. Give me that state of bliss, opossum grandma. And she's not giving us like some kind of fake reality. She's telling us like, oh, everything ends in tragedy. There's life all ends in death. Don't forget that part. But then we transcend. Hey Cap, if you're looking for a good video breaking down the Lacari drama, Quinn Theo put out one that's only 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, we'll look through the... I had just pulled some Reddit posts from it, because I had seen a couple of the shorter videos, and I was like, is this really all that... like, not that it's not a lot, but if it... that's what I thought it was just from... there's a few posts, but I could pull that one up, because I watched a Quinn Theo video before. So that could work. What time is it? What time is it? Marsupial Meditation, please. Help me transcend. Yeah, sometimes she has one, sometimes she has two. I'd love to speak to this lady. State of art possum style. Here, I want one of the really short ones. What's her, like, shortest video? The narcissistic cat. This isn't the shortest, but I just love that title. The narcissistic cat.
And now, many of you have written in wanting to know, is my cat a narcissist?
She's actually offended by it. I guess I get it. What gave you that feeling?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess I was wrong. She meant it was obvious. Maybe all cats are narcissists. That's probably a bit true.
Narcissistic cat. Redundant.
Fair point. But yes, go check her out. That was it for that one. The H3 flavor psyop, a manifesto. This I just thought was kind of funny. So, Sigma Brain in the description says experiencing the bold fusion of H3H3's. It says experience the bold fusion of H3H3's Sigma Brain. In lower it says in collaboration with H3H3, but now on the strawberry lemonade GamerSupps, there is no mention of H3. And so this individual put out a theory, posited a theory for us. I've been loyal to Ethan and GamerSupps, but I've seen the pattern. I've crunched the numbers. I've looked into the abyss, and the abyss whispered back, strawberry lemonade. They want you to believe the official narrative. Strawberry lemonade is the new H3 flavor. Sigma Brain is being phased out. Lies. All of it. I did the research the mainstream media refuses to touch. It took seconds, which is eternity. Which is eternities in the quantum realm. I went to the store. I found Sigma Brain. It's still there, watching, waiting. And here's the smoking gun that shatters their reality. The Sigma Brain page explicitly states collab with H3. But the Strawberry Lemonade page, silence. No mention of H3, zero, zilch. It's a ghost flavor. Do you understand what this means? This isn't just a branding issue. It's a hostage situation. The GamerSupps shadow board, the puppet masters pulling the strings from their underground bunker, have Ethan compromised. They're forcing him to push a flavor that generates zero kickbacks to fund their dark operations. They're siphoning his influence. Ethan, if you're reading this, if you are seeing this now, and I know they monitor your retinas, we need a sign. Blink your left eye at exactly the 40-minute mark of the next episode. Not 39:59. Not 40:01. 40 on the dot. We are watching. The Resistance is listening. The Sigmas are waiting. Don't do that voice, Cap. You sound like Lacari. What do you mean? This person should have made a stale 2000 style video and sent it to Ethan. You know, I think that it's a plausible theory, I must say. After I've read the whole thing through, you know, it all kind of makes sense. Well, I guess we have to wait for, when was this made? We have to wait for today's episode to see if Ethan blinks his left eye at the 40-minute mark. They say that they actually pointed out that they have retina scanning technology. So this seems like kind of a bad way to have him. No, it's obviously, I mean, it makes sense. Someone pointed it out below. I mean, this was probably Ethan and Hila's decision. After everything that's happened with Teddy Glow, GamerSupps have supported the show for years now. It's not a secret. Perhaps the best way to maintain the relationship is to not make that a decision that GamerSupps takes, but rather one that Ethan and Hila take. If they have the power and decide not to be super public about it, no one can try and attack them. To be honest, I think it's smart. This seems like more of a proper business partnership than just a collab or simple sponsorship. I'm sure it's a good deal. They wouldn't have agreed to it otherwise. Their main goal with GamerSupps is probably revenue, not brand recognition. And I mean, excuse me, doing that voice kind of, it added a little gravel in there now. I don't know why they responded so seriously to this, but that is like the obvious reason that they would do this. I'm sure somebody's going to try and turn it into like Ethan's trying to lie to people to get people to buy this without knowing that it's that it's funding a Zionist entity. Like, I'm sure that Reddit post will get, you know, posted on a separate subreddit at some point. Yeah, keep an eye out, chat. 10 minutes after ad break. Got it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be right there, locked in. I'm gonna be checking it frame by frame. Ethan goes to the bathroom right then. You're like, oh, what does it mean? I haven't had it, but lemonade's usually at least a little tart, right? Yeah, I think it's a little bit more tart, and it adds, I don't know, a strawberry flavor. Strawberry has its own flavor. It's strawberry lemonade. I'd say that there are lemonades that are overly sweet though. So a strawberry lemonade, I would say, or I don't know, strawberries are sweet. They're not really, I guess it depends on where you get them. They're not tart really, comparatively to other things. Whoa, YouTube featured? Me? This guy? Who? I could have sworn I got a lemonade before and it was just sweet bleh. Sometimes, yeah, it really does depend on where you get it, because some people will just dump tons of sugar in it. I'm one of those people, to be fair. Well, lemonade, no, not really. With tea now. Tea, I'm a monster. I drink a lot of tea, and I probably put too much sugar in it. But, hey, what are you gonna do? And then I saw this, suggest smartphone restrictions in any form and Taylor Lorenz will smear you as a fascist. Taylor Lorenz really put, two dumb bitches parroting the Heritage Foundation's talking points, telling each other exactly. And then Benjamin Ryan, an influencer, Taylor Lorenz, refers to journalist Chris Hayes and psychologist Jonathan Haidt as two dumb bitches. Lorenz is on a crusade to defend children's access to smartphones, having claimed in a free promo she posted for the Bark phone that phones are good for kids because they afford them the chance to express themselves. Kids have claimed that the effort by Haidt and others to get phones out of schools is a cynical plot to keep children from learning about values that animate the progressive movements. The progressive movement. That's I'm sorry, I'm like reading this trying to process it, because it's like you have, like, it would be so naive to not realize that children having phones at a young age means that they have an earlier exposure to extremism. And so I don't think that kids watching media is bad inherently. Kids like absorbing different types of media is bad. It is what that media is that would make it a bad situation. So the monitoring should come from the parents, like, overall. But I would say that there probably are restrictions that could be good. Like, here's the thing, like, when I was in school, I just was in a lot of like classes that had harsh restrictions where teachers would definitely take your phone away and wouldn't just give it back after class, would bring it up to the office, and like kids would still use them. And I'm sure, you know, there's kids today where they have to put them in those little like bags where they have to store them. The kids just lie and say that they don't have a phone. You know, I'm sure it still happens. I'm sure there are some teachers that don't care that much and don't use them. I don't know. It's something else, I have to say. There are like there's always going to be restrictions, and there's always going to be people working around them. And I mean, to be completely fair, with the levels of like technology that kids have in schools already, like even when I was in school, we were like majority of it was done on computers, and like we had our own laptops, so I could still be accessing all the sites I wanted to with the help of VPNs and other sort, you know, other means. Yeah, kids shouldn't have access to their phones in class, period. And that's the thing, is that should be the rule, but that obviously isn't going to always be like followed. And whether or not it's like a thing where it's like you should be strict and you should expel them for that, like that's obviously when we're talking about what are the actual like repercussions. Because yeah, take the kid's phone away for class or whatever, to put it in the front office and their parent has to come get it. But like I'm saying, like the levels of technology in there already are a little bit much. Oh, thank you, Rum Tum Tuggard. Other account won't let me super chat. Weird. Thank you so much for the $2. Thank you, After Pie. Internet culture reporter and influencer Taylor Lorenz refers to journalist Chris Hayes and psychologist Jonathan Haidt. Oh, I already read this. Why am I just reading it again? Haidt, I was like, where am I? I just started reading it from the beginning again. Haidt, of course, has led a global crusade against smartphones for kids, asserting that they harm their mental health and also put them at risk of harm such as sextortion, sexual predators, and cyberbullying. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's obviously, like, I think in general, people need to be on their phones less. Like, you know what I mean? We need to be, read a couple books, go outside, go for a walk, do some things, in the community. I don't know. It does seem like there's, and I agree to an extent that it's like there should be social restrictions over like governmental policies but like schools implementing things I genuinely don't care about. That's like one thing where I'm just like, who cares about that? And then also the access of like the ability for parents to like do like parental blocking on kids' phones. That also like kids are obviously going to be exposed to whatever ideology that their parents have, regardless of what type of media that they intake, and regardless of what their parents say, they will develop their own thought process for the most, like through their own thought process will develop their own ideology for the most part. Some people just like the things being spoon fed to them, but I think in general, like that's why in general younger people are more liberal and then older people are more conservative, because as you grow older, that like you're going to want to retain the things that you fought, like that you pushed for, and push back against things that seem different or like might come off as redundant or whatever. Thank you so much, Rummy in chat. Where are you tracking super chats? It has a thing up here. Did I set it up right? Oh, is it only for a certain level of super chat? True. We can just count it as 3. I don't really care. I can hit it early. Does it really matter that much? Not really. We do what we gotta do. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, it supposedly should encourage engagement. I don't know if that means in the algorithm or if that means just in chat, but that was the recommendation, so we're trying everything. I changed up the thumbnail, I've added new stuff, I've done new things. But let's continue with this about this is people going back and forth now about Taylor Lorenz. In what way is she a progressive? Does she view attempts to restrict how much time we spend on our phones as Luddite crazy talk? She's referring to things like abortion rights and LGBTQ related resources. She thinks adults want kids to not look at their phones during school so they won't learn about such things, which again feels kind of ridiculous. Whether or not they're getting like a full thorough understanding of it is like that's something you might be able to discuss, but again, that's about like the actual like curriculum at the school, not necessarily like the authoritarian like control that they have over the children. Schools are meant to be authoritarian, right? Isn't that the whole point? School's meant to fucking suck. You're meant to hate it and be like, I want to get out of here. So that's why you want to do good, so you get out of there sooner. The Ring, but it's Taylor Lorenz. There you go. Yeah, I didn't have much else to say. It's just Taylor Lorenz is a prime example of why being glued to smartphones is too much. Being glued to smartphones too much is bad for your mental health. I do just think it was funny that she just called them two dumb bitches. I think that was the main that was the main reason I clicked this. She really got mad there. What can I say? I think before we get into the Lacari thing, we can look at this Boogie incident. Boogie caught being racist and promoting meme crypto coin on Rumble, demoted to intern. Kind of interested in this.
Boogie, you're live on Lacari Rewind.
Dude, I'm having a bad day. Let me turn on my camera.
All right, what's going on?
I just got my host roles taken away.
I'm gonna grab the tea.
I just got my host roles taken away.
Why?
Hold on, how the the camera's not working? It's
Maria's got to see it. Spooky said once
I got my host roles.
Yeah. Let's
I got
go.
my host roles taken away for saying.
I mean, yeah. it was censored. It's just the N-word, but he's saying it with the soft A. You can see that he's very harshly enunciating it. I want to know the context.
Boogie, you're live on Lacari Rewind.
Do we need to find the context of why did Boogie say the N-word? What?
Dude, I'm having a bad day. Let me turn on my camera.
All right, what's going on?
I just got my host roles taken away.
I'm gonna grab the tea.
I just got my host roles taken away.
Why?
Hold on.
What are Boogie's teeth, by the way? Veneers or dentures? I think they're veneers. I also love that Boogie's house is slowly being destroyed. It's gonna collapse at some point.
The camera's not working. It's
Maria's got to see it.
This was a load-bearing wall.
Spooky said once
I got my host roles.
Yeah. Let's
I got
go.
my host roles taken away for saying.
What the Boogie?
The fuck am I getting my host role? It's a word. It's a fucking
My God. Context will follow soon.
word.
Stop!
I'm tired of pretending.
What the fuck? The fuck? Disavow?
Disavow. I mean, I think you were doing fine, Billy. We love you, Billy the Fridge. Even if you're gonna be like, oh, I wasn't using it in a racist context. Oh, I was singing a song or whatever. Fucking being like, just spamming it over and over again. Crazy. Boogie went full Arkansas. Never go full Arkansas. Never.
So, Boogie, what's going on? What are you doing out and about, man? I heard something happened with your dog.
Yeah, my dog, 14 years old, beautiful dog. You probably seen him on YouTube back in the day. He's been having health issues, but we got great news tonight, man. I feel like everything's coming up Boogie lately, man. Hooking up with Jelani is one of the best things that's happened to me in a long time. This is
We're missing a lot of lore here, I feel. Everything is just so. I don't even know how. I can't comprehend what's happening a lot of the time. Local Live is actually like the WWE, but I guess there was a bunch of racism early on in the WWE too. Is that still a consistency? Does that still happen a lot? I don't follow now. Is Logan Paul like going up to the announcer booth and calling he's still an announcer, right? Yeah, R-Truth is still an announcer, right? He's gonna call, Logan Paul calls R-Truth the N-word. Clip found, new clip unveiled. SmackDown versus Raw. Logan Paul called R-Truth the N-word.
one cool ass right here. I love this.
Hey, let's go!
The N-word pass, man. As y'all
I swear he hit an R on that. I swear he was trying to just throw it in there all casual. Like they bleeped it, but
Everything's coming up Boogie lately, man. Hooking up with Jelani is one of the best things that's happened to me in a long time. This is one cool ass right here. I love this.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's go.
The N-word pass, man. As y'all can see, I'm black as but my book.
Is that guy black? Maybe he's just too small here. He almost looks Indian. It might just be the compression because of how small it is. I can't tell for sure.
Boogie here has been a real one since day one. So I was like, you know what, bro? We got to drop this coin for the people called Black Coin. And we'll talk about that in a little
What
bit.
the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? Okay, I didn't know this is where it was going. Kick.com, this is the Joker too. Thank you so much, Beppis, and one Cap'n Quasar gifted membership.
Yay, I got a subscriber.
Think of the gifted sub.
I do like how he says it so fast here.
Think of the gifted sub.
Let's go ahead and give them what you guys are doing. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna let him take the floor because here's the thing. I just believe in Jelani from the moment I talked to him. I don't know what it was. There was a vibe there. We met through a few mutual friends, some mutual circles. He told me about the project, and I was just like, man, I don't even know much about this whole crypto space. I know about you, though, so I will back this right here any day.
Y'all hear the man himself, man.
All right.
Yeah, Joker, ask away. What questions do you have about BLK? What do you want to know about Blackcoin?
So
this is quite possibly the craziest arc of Locale Live. Boogie just driving in silence while they're talking about black coin is crazy. You know, just black coin. What can you say?
Hold on. Let me tell my what it is. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So they apparently are launching a BLK coin, a black coin. Okay. Jelani is the main founder of this, from what I'm hearing. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, Joker. If you love the man, you can say it. You can say it.
So, guys, I think the basis of why I made Blackcoin is because I wanted to do something for the black community.
That's why he got Boogie on it. He knew Boogie was the person he needed to come to with it.
And I was like, we got to reclaim our word. We need our reparations. You know what I'm saying? So I was
what
like,
up, nice guy?
Why not launch a crypto coin called Blackcoin, and we revive Black history with all this content? And why not do that with?
I mean, to be fair, this isn't the way to do it, but the Trump admin, this was from literally, this morning? Trump admin removes memorial honoring people enslaved by George Washington in Philadelphia. The National Park Service began removing a slavery memorial at the President's House in Philadelphia on Thursday afternoon, an exhibit that opened in 2010 and honored the lives of the 9 people held there who were enslaved by President George Washington. ABC News Philadelphia station captured video on Thursday afternoon of NPS staffers taking down boards and panels that hold the stories of Austin, Christopher Shields, Giles, Hercules, Joe Richardson, Mole, Oni Judge, Paris, and Richmond. Michael Cord, a Philadelphia attorney who founded an advocacy group that fought for the slavery memorial at the President's House for decades, told ABC News that his group, Avenging the Ancestors Coalition, is planning to announce powerful action shortly in response to the removal. Trump is more racist than David Duke. I mean, this is like the craziest thing ever. And he's apparently doing it as like Yeah, President Donald Trump has instructed his lawyers to scour through Americans' museums and rid them of exhibits that he calls woke, specifically citing exhibits on slavery. That's American history, dipshit. Like, acting like it's woke to explain American history. They were slave owners. It's not like it's not like, well, what the fuck is it? Like, I don't get it. But it's just crazy. But yes, instead of actually, you know, thinking of ways to advocate for Black history, let's instead make Black coin with Boogie 2988 and give him the N-word pass.
Boogie is like the first heavy hitter. You know what I'm saying?
And I swear this guy is Indian. I don't know for sure, but I don't know.
So I gave this a pass, and I was like, let's launch a coin, bro. Let's run it back. You know, I heard some shit about Boogie with meme coins in the past, and I was like, hold up, bro. Let's do this shit right. This is your redemption right here.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I did not do enough with the last meme coin thing I did, and everybody got so mad. Dude, we're having fun. I just want to have fun. And I told Jelani at one point, I said, look, you're never getting your 40 acres and a mule. It's just not happening. But at least we could give people 20 meme coins, $20 worth of meme coins in the N-word pass. Let's at least do that.
Is that what they're doing for reparations? They're giving all Black people $20 of Black coin? Is that the... I'm just like, I'm actually at a loss for words.
Can we get that done?
And look at Boogie, he's cracking up.
That's why I love his.
So he's the main guy, right? So and here's the thing.
This is more Stephen Miller, I think. Trump doesn't care. But I mean, didn't Trump appoint Stephen Miller? Wasn't he part of all the people that Trump's like, you go here, you go here, you go here, and you go here. Destroy the country. Destroy the country and its history. Like, I'm just fucking... Oh, how is any of this good? It's woke to remember the slaves that George Washington had. Really think about that. It's too woke.
Okay, there is a lot of things for this. It's a meme coin, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
with
a meme coin.
Utility. It has utility added to it.
Okay, so there's...
You guys want to know what that is?
What's the utility? Yeah, go for it.
Every $20 holder gets the N-word pass.
Yo, let's go. I'm holding 20
So it's not even as good as I was saying.
bucks.
So it doesn't matter what race you are, whether you're white, brown, black, green, Filipino, Asian, whatever the if you have $20 of BLK coins, nobody can say that you can't say that.
Again, you're the Black dude. You could say whatever you want, right? Like I'm white. I don't think I could say those things, but you could say those things.
Yeah, I give you permission to.
No,
exactly.
You got the pass, brother.
Okay.
Good joke.
I know, like, the thing is obviously things are being done like probably outside of Trump's purview in some way, but like that doesn't negate from the fact that Trump appoints these people because he has these like these beliefs. Like, he's been racist for years. I always forget what the story is. Oh, 1 second, sorry. Do. I'm not gonna spend too much time looking for this. Whatever. Basically, you can look into Trump's history of racism through and like his lineage. You know, it's all just, you know, it's generational. But then beyond that, I'm like completely stammering here because I'm I've read that Washington used to wear dentures made from his slaves' teeth. I have heard that too. Oh, sorry. What I was going to say, I completely lost my train of thought there for a second. My point was going to be that the only credit people give Trump to not being racist is the fact that he's worked with people of color in business. Like that he's worked with different minorities in business, and that's about it. You missed some Bigfoot facts. If you came in late, you did miss some Bigfoot facts.
Joker.
Chat,
Joker, look.
Does Joker have the pass? Who's black in the chat?
Joker, listen, okay. I said this in this documentary I did, The Rise and Fall of Boogie 2988, right? I did this with Mike Klum a few years back. A word is just a word. It's all about how you use it. And when I say it about Jelani, I say it with love. You can say it with love. I love Jelani. I love his.
That's my right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
you nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, bro. Like,
you know, it's interesting. I feel like they're both hitting a soft R.
Like, all I can say is this shit's gone.
This dude looks Dominican. Is he black? Nah, he probably is. I'm just fucking around. But it's this is for Black history, you know?
To the moon.
I just wanted to be the token white guy. You know? I'm all about that reverse racism. Let's get into it. Let's see how that goes. Shit.
Bro, what do we...
Hey, guys.
Oh, wait, if it's ever possible for you to actually change your race, would you be able to, like, would you actually do that?
Yeah, he'd become transracial.
Yo, I gotta take a call. I gotta hold on. I'll be right.
Oh, wait, his keepers have just told him to leave. It's over.
His handlers told him to leave.
That's what I'm saying.
Game. What the
dude?
Did you see that?
Bro, I'm at a loss for words.
I saw it. He got banned. You know, him. Keep this up. Don't delete the stream. Keep it up.
Yeah, there we go. Toast roll's taken away, apparently, for saying, Boogie, are you calmed down again?
No, I'm pissed.
Not with me here.
Guys, tonight on Lacari Rewind, I said the N-word. And, you know, ever since my documentary, I said it's just a word, it's just a word, it's just a word. I've had a very stern talking to since then, and it's not just a word.
He's learning. He gained empathy at, how old's Boogie now? Like 55, 60?
I'm sorry I said it. I'm sorry. Keem, please do not fire me for this. I am fucking...
Please, I need to keep this job, please.
Sorry.
Yo, Keemstar, you are the biggest bro. You are the biggest wow. Okay.
I don't really care to hear about the Joker talking about Keemstar, I've got to be honest. I don't know who the Joker is, so I'm going to kind of leave it there. I did find what I was trying to talk about. about Trump. What I was talking about before was the Central Park Five, now also called the Exonerated Five, because of statements he made during their trial. Yeah, Sorry, I'm trying to get the statement. Trump has never apologized for taking out the full page ad, which didn't name the 5 men explicitly, and decades later continues to repeat claims that they were responsible for the attack. Trump, so he took out a full page ad talking about the Central Park Five. Trump Central Park 5 ad. Yeah, so is this. Bring back the death penalty. Bring back our police. What has happened to our city over the past 10 years? What has happened to law and order? To our neighborhood cop we all trusted and safeguard our homes and families. The cop who had the power under the law to help us in times of danger, keep us safe from those who prey on innocent lives to fulfill some distorted inner need. And yeah, it was just a real outrageous claim made about 5 Black and Latino men who were wrongfully convicted in 1989 of a brutal assault on a New York jogger in Central Park. Yeah, they were exonerated by DNA and the confession of the convicted rapist and murderer. By the confession of a convicted rapist and murderer. Okay, so he confessed to actually doing it. Interesting. But yes, and Trump has never apologized for that, and the men are actually suing him now. Yeah, Trump is a pedophile. The rest is redundant. But it hasn't gone to court yet, so it's fine, right? Tell that to every victim. Hey, until you go to court, it's cool. I don't know. Just doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't. But now we're gonna get into the Lacari stuff. This honestly shouldn't take long. Maybe I will play this other video, because I can give the short of it. When Theo.
This is
So what I know of it so far is what I found. And what I found is basically this, that Lacari, who is a streamer he apparently isn't that big and has since been banned. So he is banned now for this incident, obviously. But he has associated with larger streamers. He had, like, from what I've found, somewhere around 300,000 followers. Which is still a lot, don't get me wrong. But he is collaborated and worked with larger streamers with millions of followers as well. So he does seem to be well known, even if not well followed necessarily. But I can say I have never heard of him, but it is crazy. I guess when you kind of have a group of people that spend their time online, there's going to be I won't say a majority, but a good percentage that are using the internet for degenerate means. I think that's probably fair to say, right? And so what happened is Lacari accidentally leaks his notepad with download links to very suspicious file names. So this is a repost. I'm gonna have to zoom in here because it is kind of hard to see. But here, so
K feeds.
Feeds.
Wait to list of champions that I like.
So he accidentally opens up his notes document. And for those who don't know, the notes document actually, if you have not saved a file, it will just bring it back up. So if you just have one and you're like, poop, and then you see the little dot here, the little dot means that it's not saved, but it is being held. So then if I go, boom, I close the tab, open it back up, poop is still there. Oh no, there's poop in there. So then if I close that, don't save it, then open it back up, there's no more poop in my notes. So Lacari left a bunch of poop in his notes, and that's the problem. But it's a little bit worse than that, because the things that are included here are folder couples teens. Okay, so it's just insane. And it's apparently all hentai, so it's all lolicon. I don't think that makes it much better. But we do need to be as clear as possible about what actually all of this is. At least apparently. Maybe the Quinn Theo video can, you know, show us something a little bit different. But then if you look over here as well, there is also another one that says 500, I think that is 500 JBT video, which people have kind of deciphered as meaning jailbait teen, is kind of the presumed meaning behind that. And this is where it gets a little interesting. People have pointed out these seem to be saved. He sat there for a minute, really like talking about like 1,000-yard stare. This is like 1,000-mile stare. You see his eyebrows raise a little bit. He made himself so tiny in the corner. He's really like, did anybody see that? They know what the fuck? I think that kind of says everything that we need to see, like, or says everything that needs to be said, because like, if it were truly, we'll see what he claims it to be in a minute, but like, if you didn't know it was there, you don't know why it was there, I feel like your reaction would be a little bit more like, wait, what the fuck is this? Like, you'd kind of be there for a second, like, wait. But just look at this stare right here, just like, it was immediate right here. Here's what happened.
Champions that I like.
And then the stare at chat gets me too. Absolutely insane. Why do these people download porn? Is it because it's illegal stuff? I don't, but like, couldn't you just find, you could find it anyways, right? I saw this weird Reddit post someone made they said their friend's boyfriend made AI porn of their friend's sister. So like, the boyfriend made AI content of his girlfriend's younger sister who was 17, and the friend, he was like, I just need help, I'm just addicted to porn, yada yada, and she was apparently trying to also kind of give him an out and be like, oh, I really want to be with him, and it's like, at a certain point you gotta just say, hey, it was a good run for me. This guy's a creep weirdo monster. I guess I need to figure out what I saw in him to begin with. I don't know. Oh, I am not in favor of illegal or AI and not safe for work stuff on any device. I don't even think you need to download it. Just searching for it, I think, is bad enough. Just asking the AI bot to generate it is probably bad enough for me. I think that's yeah, he saved links for illegal stuff. I think that's even funnier, right? Because that means, yeah, he doesn't want to download it. He doesn't want to download it himself. But here, let's hear. Lacari is pressured to show recents in Notepad by chat. I keep forgetting he's over here. Let me just keep myself over here for a minute. So they wanted him to show his recents. And people have been theorizing, and it's pretty clear to see that he's obviously opened new text documents that have nothing in them to try and like push stuff down in the chain so that they can't be in this like recent list. Because you literally see new text document 3, new text document 4, all couples links inside .text. It's funny because he's probably on it so consistently that that's why it was still up. 2026 Variety Games to not scam. But then also FAP for fun. Unhandled exception. I don't like the name of that one. I've got to be honest.
Fap for fun? Fap for fun is hentai.
And this is what I was saying last time, is people normalized like people like Shadman because of the popularity of hentai. And honestly, I do think we probably need to have more thorough conversations about like the content within like adult like, you know what I mean, the substance of adult content, because like, yes, consensual non-consent is a fetish that people have. Like, it is a thing that people like, and I don't know if you like but I don't know, it's like, is the content of it, like, is the development of content surrounding this fetish beneficial outside of the fetish? Like, could it lead to worse behavior, is I guess the kind of the idea. And I'm just saying that specific because I think that is also pretty common in hentai. It isn't just tentacles, you know. Admittedly, this is my first time ever hearing about Lacari, but this person does not seem to be all there. Yeah, I don't know, the willingness to just be like, oh yeah, it's just a hentai site. Wait till what he says next. Wait to hear what he says next.
Fap for fun is hentai site. You also visit Fap for fun? Yeah, I download a lot of that shit.
He downloads a lot of it. Then why keep the links? Why not just create folders? Don't worry, none of these are bad. Oddities is just full of stuff like urban exploration and eviloverlord.inc. You guys ever seen this? Evil Overlord Inc. Attention all Evil Overlord list aspirants. Contrary to popular belief, taking over the universe is not as easy as it would first appear. Due to the complexity of this task, Peter regrets that he is currently unable to give the list the attention it deserves. The list is therefore going on a temporary hiatus. This is a temporary condition, as soon as he is able to respond in a timely manner, or until he becomes unquestioned lord and master of all things, whichever comes first. The list will not be updated, and no new suggestions will be considered. He would sincerely apologize for all inconveniences, were it in character for an evil overlord to do so. Don't worry, I'm not saving hentai sites. I can memorize those. It is just so funny to me that people like the saving of porn is just, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like in any way, not just hentai, not just like any type of like sexual content. Why save it? Seems unnecessary. That's when it seems like it's becoming a hyperfixation. You know, because if you were like, here's the thing: you can enjoy the art form. one can enjoy a good plot. Hey. You're like, don't speak too fast now. But yeah, it's just... And again, we're talking just specifically about adult content. He's stepped way beyond that by looking at illegal stuff. Or, again, I don't know what the actual legality of it is necessarily in terms of, like, hentai, of it being, like, artistic renditions of CSAM, but, like, it's at least, at the very least, highly morally reprehensible, deplorable, abhorrent. A lot of other words we could probably use. And here he is crashing out, claiming that he didn't do anything. Just a little explanation.
I'm joking about it. What the fuck, dude? What are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative, man.
You're just writing your own narrative while having a chicken nugget dance next to his head. This is great content. Apparently he's just like a gotcha gamer. Is that what I need to get into? Hey guys, I'm the newest gotcha gamer, and guess what? I'm not a creep. I'd probably get a lot of views. I'd get a lot of traction.
Dude, what are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative, man. What the fuck else do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't fucking do anything. That's why I'm not fucking crying and sobbing, bitch. I didn't fucking do anything, dumbass. You just want me to be guilty so fucking bad. Shut the fuck up, retard. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of this. You want me to be guilty so fucking...
I mean, you haven't, like, offered any type of actual explanation. But here's the explanation. I mean, he did offer an explanation, but it's just not... It's not up to par, let's say. So Lacari explains how shady stuff ended up on his computer. So let's hear it. Let's hear him out.
How does it end up there? Okay, let me explain what happened.
Sorry, let me boost this.
I was surfing a site. Okay? The shit got...
Okay, let me explain. I was looking at hentai, like usual.
How does it end up there? Okay, let me explain what happened. Alright? I was surfing a site. Okay? The shit got downloaded. Like, I didn't trigger a fucking download. It just got downloaded. I opened up the fucking text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there.
So, as I've shown you, if you delete the text document specifically, it would not stay there. And the fact that he had multiple other text documents open just in different tabs shows that it wasn't he just didn't close it. Like, you know for a fact he didn't close it, even if it was just a virus that popped up. This virus is trying to show me, like, I don't get it. Like, it's even that claim just makes absolutely no sense.
So it was still there after I deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened.
So unless when he deleted it, he pressed save and saved the document, there's quite literally no way. Oh, and then also, I guess this is probably a good point too. Oh, okay, as you saw when I wrote in poop, you can go back and look. When I wrote in poop, the title of the document does show like just the first words that you type in. This says all couples, which you saw in that little lineup. It was all couples videos or whatever. And this says folder couples teens. So this means that he legitimately did save the document. Like, it was saved on his computer. Simple as.
Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I have like a fucking 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my fucking hard drive, bro. Like a lot. Sometimes you go to a site, some shit downloads on your shit, you don't fucking want it, you fucking delete it,
He's saying he looks like a milk dud. He is very Stomedy coded. You guys remember Stomedy? Remember this guy? Anybody remember him? That was the joke everyone made about Stomedy.
And that, like, that's just what happened, man. Okay? Like, that's what happened. I'm sorry, all right? Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but that's what happened. Dude, let's just move the fuck on, please.
Just gotta
No
move
one's
on.
gonna fucking believe me, man.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe you. It makes no sense. And he got banned, so I mean, it's not a good outlook, I have to say. You need an, oh boy, this guy stinks sound. I do need that. That is a good one. I could use the shut up, bitch! Against Keemstar.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
I could use.
I fucking bust loads all over my couch.
Shout out to Alex the Fiction. Is there anything else in the Quinn Theo video? Because I feel like there's not much else that needs to be talked about. Unless like more information has kind of come. Here, let's see what's in the coming up.
Genuinely, the one that unsettles me the most, Lacari makes a sus admission that scares Rafflegator.
It's something about the you know, like the forbidden. It's like the forbidden.
Oh yeah?
Fruit.
Are you into are you into those that you shouldn't?
Oh, sorry, it's super boosted again. Boosted. Boosted.
Yeah. Then when it's
I
wrong.
don't know if you should admit that on stream,
right.
Lacari. Oh
Wait.
god.
Wait, what do you mean? No, okay, no, not
nothing,
like that.
man. Don't worry about it, bro.
Oh, brother, come on, man. Really? Oh,
see, you know what? All right.
And then what about me? No, call me up. Go ahead.
I don't know. You're scaring me, man. I like them pure. I like it when, you know, when they haven't done much. You know, it's pretty nice. They're
And what's
innocent.
wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with
You can always be a little bit concerned when someone says that they only like virgins. If someone says they're looking for a virgin, even if they're just a virgin themselves, it's like that's a weird, like, necessary requirement. You should probably just put yourself out there more. Try and meet people, talk to people, figure out what you actually enjoy within a person that isn't just surface level, like, knowledge of their sexual life. Have you or have you not used a vibrator? I cannot. You've used a fleshlight? Disgusting. I could never.
Into virgins?
Okay, no, I didn't say that.
Okay, like, oh, fucking A, dude. Given a different context and scenario, maybe, and I mean maybe, you could come out unscathed with a fucking clip like this, but holy shit. Got a pretty insane story for you guys to go over today.
I'm wondering if, honestly, if you want to go check out his video, I feel like he might be going over what I've gone over. I want to check to see.
It's quick and easy. 30 seconds. They know what they're doing, and I don't have to.
This was the only part that I haven't seen yet, I think. Oh, there is actually a bit more. So it looks like the second half of this video is where it starts getting into some stuff I haven't seen.
This to a point that I believe that he doesn't think this is that big of a deal. Like, I believe that he doesn't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know why. It leads you to believe that he's kind of desensitized to it, or he genuinely thinks it's okay to have what he had on his computer despite him claiming it wasn't supposed to be there and he deleted it and stuff. Picture this happens to you. Like,
I just automatically assume they're a vampire, and what do we know about Edward Cullen? He's a predator. Exactly, you proved my point. It was simple as that. Thank you.
Picture POV, what Lacari is saying is true, that he was browsing some website and this shit downloaded to his computer. I don't know about you, but if I see shit like that, freak out, I'm like calling the cops. Like I'm gonna contact authorities to fucking get that website checked out. Are you kidding me? In my eye, that's horrifically illegal. That's
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, Lacari, okay. I had seen that he had associated with Soda Pop, and I didn't realize he was Emeru's friend too. Ooh. Ooh, that was a face I just made. Ooh. Those guns. Hey, man. Hey. Might want to start thinking about the company you keep, Emeru.
fucked up. Like, I don't understand why that isn't the response. But I guess, you know, he was live. Maybe there's different reasons for him to behave that way, but it really doesn't look good. He needs a virus scanner. True. To think that all of this could have been resolved if he just had McAfee antivirus. Of course, now we're seeing it here, and just to kind of confirm with you guys, not only does Lacari end up getting banned on Twitch, he ends up stopping the stream, he deletes the VOD. He also gets banned on Kick, which, wow. To get banned off Kick? Oh, whoa. This is kind of where we have it so far. I'm very interested to see how he's going to respond to this outside of what he's already been doing on his live streams. But people started doing a bit of digging. And by people started, I mean, it was like damn near instant fucking taneous. People started finding old clips, and they've now started to resurface on live stream fails and stuff of Lacari having questionable conversations and information being spread about him during his stream. Seemed like harmless jokes at the time. Although admittedly, listening to these, they sound like something you'd be weirded out about. Let's just go with that. 3 years ago, Cuco reviews Lacari's folders.
Folder.
My authority as mediator.
And he's like, "Are you?"
Lacari, you're getting cooked, bro.
Like, I want to see
Another day in the
Show
office for
me-
you, though.
Show me the folder. And he spent like 20 minutes compiling, and it turns out he's got like 10 different folders, because what happens is after a certain while he abandons a folder and starts a new one. So he has pictures from like 6 years ago that he doesn't even remember he had.
That's not the face you should be making, Lacari. That's the face I should be making, because why aren't you deleting it? Why are you just holding on to this stuff for later?
And so
I'll deal with
we
this.
spent like an hour or two going through 6 years of pictures.
Feel my soul.
6 years.
You are actually
and I saw
telling
the evolution
everything.
of his taste.
So yeah, all right, okay, folders with pictures.
Yet they still associate with him, or associated. So true. No, yeah, it does seem like, I mean, you kind of have to cut ties at this point, right? Like, this ain't gonna work out.
This is from last year, 2025, year of our Lord and Savior, March 18th, as of specifically. It does just get worse. Lacari, this is genuinely the one that unsettles me the most. Lacari makes a sus admission that scares Rafflegator. I don't want my face on this one.
It's something about
I'll put my face here.
the like the forbidden. It's like the forbidden.
Oh yeah?
fruit.
Are you
wanna
into
eat it.
are you into those that you shouldn't?
Yeah. Then when it's wrong.
I don't know if you should admit
it's
that on stream,
right.
Lacari. Oh
Wait.
god.
See, like, you have to make it clear what you're talking about. Like, are you meaning your friend's wife, or like, you know, like, that's fucked up too, but like, at least that's not like, it's I don't know, you can't. The forbidden fruit is definitely it's choice language, I must say.
What do you mean? No, okay, no.
No,
Not
nothing,
like that.
man. Don't worry about it, bro.
Oh, brother, come on, man. Really? Oh,
See, you know what? Why can't you just be like me, dude? I'm simple. I like sluts. Like, sluts are great because like they get the job done. It's quick and
that's
easy. 30
boring.
seconds. They know what they're doing, and I don't have to worry about anything.
I want a wholesome girl, you know? A
You're
ooh.
crazy.
I want an ooh girl, you know, that goes ooh XD and shit. I'm like,
So that's not forbidden fruit. Like, a person, like, that's just, ugh. evolution of his taste, but it's the Benjamin Button situation. Not a child, they just keep looking younger. Oh, okay.
I need a therapist. Mine is simple.
There's got to be some, like, there's got to be one of those animes that's out there, some manga that tells that story of someone reversing backwards. They're actually an 80-year-old woman, but that's why they look 14. You're like, what? They just have Benjamin Button syndrome. Was Benjamin Button supposed to have progeria? Or was that just what people said? It is supposed to be progeria? Or is that just what they call progeria? In the movie. It's all going to progeria. There's a Bollywood movie about progeria. It's called Pa. You guys ever heard of this? Interesting film. You guys know about Bollywood classics?
I like anime pussy. I like sluts. Okay, I don't try to be something I'm not. All right.
And then what about me? No, call me up. Go ahead.
I don't know. You're scaring me, man. I like them pure. I like it when, you know, when they haven't done much. You know, it's pretty nice. They're
And what's
innocent.
wrong with that? There's nothing wrong
You're
with that.
into virgins?
Okay, no, I didn't say that.
What?
I like wholesome girls.
Oh no! Did you hear the way?
Rob is trying to paint this picture that I'm some sort of fucking deviant, and I don't like it.
Okay, like, oh, fucking A, dude. Given a different context and scenario, maybe, and I mean maybe, you could come out unscathed with a fucking clip like this, but holy shit. With everything that has come out, with other people corroborating that he has fucking 6 years worth of, like, not deleted pictures on his computer, it's just like, what the fuck? And like the forbidden fruit to say that pure, and they're like, oh, you want it with virgins? And he goes, no, I didn't say that. What else is there? Usually it's easier to be like, well, there's an argument to the other side. Like maybe we're talking about people, like he said, that are wholesome, like people that are just like, oh, they're just more like,
The actor playing the child in Pa is the father of the actor playing the father on the poster. And wow, that's interesting. That's an interesting I didn't know that aspect of it. I saw it so long ago. I saw that movie and it was hard to keep up with, I've got to be honest. Bollywood films are not finding a translation for one depends on the film, but then after the fact, it's like, oh, okay, some of this just doesn't, okay. It's interesting. Great movie, though.
Puritan, maybe, like more prudish, something like that. But like he consumes so much porn content, like it's not a secret. It's very clear. When you say some shit like this, the forbidden fruit you want to taste, I don't know. I don't know. It really doesn't look good, though. And then we also have this, which I would say is probably, that one's bad. This one's kind of just like functionally the worst. Lacari, on an old clip from old Mizkiff stream, Lacari takes a lie detector test. Again, I do not want my face on this.
Do you like lollies?
Yes.
Oh no!
But not like that.
Why are any, I mean, look at the crowd here. They definitely know. I mean, you can't really give them so much of a pass as like, oh, they don't know how to choose their friends. What do they say about birds of a feather flocking together? That whole thing?
Holy fuck.
What does that even mean?
I mean, his shit's spiked, but I think it's just
Not like that!
You're playing fucking Snake over there. What are you doing?
Not like that. Do you like lollipop? I don't even feel comfortable just saying it as is. And he says not like that. What How else? How else do you mean that? How?
I mean, the spike, I feel like, implies that he was telling the truth. Because the whole thing is reading it in that type of way. You're not analyzing it based on like, if it spikes, that means he's lying. If it doesn't, that means he's telling the truth. What you're doing is trying to analyze the like heart rate comparatively to the questions that you're asking. So if you're asking him, do you like lolly? Of course, if he doesn't like lolly, his heartbeat isn't going to raise at all. Even if he says, yeah, I do, he's joking. He knows that he's joking. And so he's not going to get, and like his heartbeat isn't going to just start raising. If he does, then his heartbeat is going to go through the roof. And then you get to question him on whether or not he's lying. But he just came out and said it straight up, so crazy.
How else can you? I don't know how this hasn't blown up before this. Am I missing, like, is there some respected artistic endeavor that involves Lollipop? Because don't believe so. I
dated a Pakistani girl who would show me those types of movies, and some of the political messaging on the Pakistani side was wild. She hated Gandhi, LOL. I was shook. It is funny because there is like such, I mean, there's hatred on both sides for sure. Like when you, between, you know, it's not like full swath, but there is definitely groups that hate each other in Pakistan and India. But from what I've seen from like a lot of travel videos, it does seem like Pakistan is super nice to tourists, but then they will talk shit about India pretty consistently. But then I did actually see a video of it was funny because it was a video of someone in Pakistan, and they were talking to somebody in Pakistan. They said that they were born there, and then they were like, oh, they were like, it's such a nice country. And then the Pakistani guy goes, no, it's a shithole. Oh, everybody here is so rude. And he's like talking about how he hates it. And all the comments were just people going like, it's an Indian spy. It's a spy sent from India. And I was just like, I don't know. It just sounds like a guy who hates his fucking neighbors, to be honest. And that was the actual like language he was using. He was being like super aggressive with the way that he was talking about people. I was like, Jesus Christ, I've never you don't hear people talk about their own countries that way, and it was just like, God damn. Me, an Indian who once dated a Pakistani girl, I am going to be the great uniter. Your child will bring the countries together. I don't know if that's the actual thing that needs to happen. Unite the nations? Oh, I don't know if that's what everyone wants, to be fair.
Like, genuinely, if anyone has some clarification as to what the fuck that means, he's talking about he likes to get into the forbidden fruit. He, on a lie detector, says that he likes lollipop. And now these files show up on his computer. Usually there is another side to this that I can argue with, but every point that he has made has either been what seems to be a very ill-fitted attempt at trying to justify or explain away why he has the stuff he has on his computer, or it just, there's a rebuttal for it or a counter, or it doesn't add up. And
I mean, there's not even that. He just basically goes, you guys want me to be a creep and a weirdo, even though he's admitted to it. I don't know. I guess it's now that it's provable. As before, he had like the plausible deniability is kind of the thing, right?
We have this surrounding context of Lacari. He has been doing this kind of stuff for years. All that comes together. It is really hard to see this another way other than there is clearly something going on. He has content on there that he probably shouldn't have, and he is not treating it with the severity that you would reasonably think someone would take this with. That takes us into a bit of the exclusive information that I ended up finding out about. So shout out to the Discord. We kind of cover drama stuff, and people will, send in stuff to a drama thread that we have to keep people up to date. But I want to go over this because I ended up reaching out to this individual and I got a bit of further context for what this is. Used to date Lacari back in 2015 when I was 20. My body type is very flat-chested and young looking. He illegally recorded me doing adult stuff for him on Skype and shared with his entire guild at the time, then tried to gaslight and deny the video existed / he got hacked. And
And I do want to point this out. Obviously, you can tell that his proclivities are not just for people with smaller breasts and, like, you know, younger features, I guess. It is for young individuals. And because here's the thing, if you do have like this kind of weird drive for people that appear younger, there are always going to be people out there that are older that just look a little bit younger. It's like, it's not like, I don't know why that's like, is that so bad? Is that bad? Do you not want that? You want the actual prepubescent people? Is that the issue? I just don't get it. I need a weird neon light in my background. You're so right. Chat, I'm starting to think this Lacari guy isn't very cool. Neon light of Captain Crunch with a cup full of lean or something super sick. That does sound dope. With a big chain. With a big chain with a Q for Quasar.
Lacari back in 2015 when I was 20. My body type is very flat-chested and young-looking. He illegally recorded me doing adult stuff for him on Skype and shared with his...
Yeah, I'm not surprised if he did that either. It's like, I don't know, it's not... We don't know how true it is right now. I guess we'll see. I don't know what these documents are below, but I wouldn't be surprised at all.
entire guild at the time then tried to gaslight and deny the video existed / he got hacked. And they include these photos here. Trav doesn't give their full name, just their first name. Known as first party agrees to enter this contract with blank, known as second party in June 11th, 2015, based on the following free mutual communicated consent to the binding legal property of this agreement to permanently destroy and never possess all audio, visual, and video recordings and files or of the second party that the first party has access to within 24 hours.
Okay, so we have there we go. We have the evidence. He did it.
Of this agreement. Also to never transmit or reveal any of the above mentioned files with the exception of the files sent to the current holder of the phone number blank in any form, electronically or otherwise effective immediately. The second party agrees, so that being the victim in this or the person posting here, to give up the pursuit of legal action against the first party on the grounds of privacy invasion, intellectual property appropriation, and the intentional infliction of emotional duress. They follow up right here as well. No one will probably see this post, but figured I should.
So this is, it seems like a settlement agreement, right? To avoid, the pursuit of legal action.
Could say something, the sort of thing as a pattern of behavior for literal decades with them. Also, if you ever sent him anything, most likely everyone he's close to has seen it as well. This isn't like a whole ton.
Ooh, let me get the poll up for the time. Thank you for the reminder.
And this seemed like a pretty low amount of court jargon. I've read through a few, so I was like, this seems a bit strange. So I wanted to reach out, confirm if I could.
Oh, and just so everybody knows, the roommate that won is Raccoon, who insists on cooking. Everybody's loving the Raccoon chef. Bigfoot comes in second with 28%. Sorry, Raccoon got 35%. Bigfoot got 28%. A Knight in Full Armor got 23%, and the talking plant that irritates a guest got 14%. You know, if you keep it in a specific room, I don't think you guys are thinking this all the way through. If you keep the talking plant in a separate room, you only need to bring it out when you want people to leave. It's like, it's the party ender. But that's it for that one. Let me get this poll up about how late will the H3 show start today?
Figure out how valid this was. So I left a comment on one of these posts here to say, hey, reach out to me, and they did. And we had some interactions. They showed me that document again with some of the uncensored bits. They also told me, and actually we're going to go through those messages, that they themselves had written this up. These are our messages. And I did get confirmation, you're going to see it a little bit further down, that we're able to kind of share everything that I'm showing you guys right now. What did you want to ask? And I said, yeah, run a YouTube channel, plan on streaming, going over what comes over. I just want to know if it's possible you'd be able to provide any more information confirming the validity of your experience with Lacari that you outlined in your post. If you want that to be private, I will happily keep it private. If it's possible, I'd like to hop on a call, etc. They said, yeah, I'd like to keep my own personal real-life identity private, so I'm not really prepared to deal with the whole doxing and death threats, but happy to provide more info. And so, yeah, we'll just go over text and stuff. I would be able to give a bit more context surrounding your relationship with Lacari, when it started, how long, and what led into you finding out about this recording. I can't believe I forgot this. There was 2 parts of this post. I apologize. This is the second. This is an audio file, and they just had the photo up next with it. I'm going to let that play here. To give you guys context, this is a TeamSpeak message that was recorded, or a TeamSpeak group. For those who don't know what TeamSpeak is, it was like Discord before Discord. And it's people talking about this alleged recording. And one of this individual's friends went into this TeamSpeak and recorded this audio of them talking about this video existing. And this is how they found out that it was real, that Lacari had recorded this, allegedly.
Whoops. I mean, no.
I didn't even see the title. Let's see. Okay. Oh, the Lacari situation is crazy. What have I told you guys? I'm ahead. I know what's gonna be. I know what they're gonna talk about. I let you guys get a little bit of insight beforehand. I knew about the GIMP suits that Ethan was going to show on the stream. I just had an intuition. I had knowledge prior. I saw it in a dream, like Candace Owens. It is the truth. What have I said? What have I told you? I'm always one step ahead. That's right. We don't even need to watch H3 anymore. I'm sorry, guys. It's over.
Actually, she asked me about the video first.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
She was fucking trying to get information.
She was trying to bait you into shit.
Well, I said I didn't see it, so there might as well be no video.
I don't think it works like that.
It definitely
I took a
doesn't work
screenshot.
like that.
Well, she asked me if I saw it. I said no.
At least Spoon didn't say who did.
I don't even know who did. I mean, I do, but
Yeah,
I'll just
never
say that.
acknowledge that Lacari gave it to anyone. Ever.
Never acknowledge that Lacari gave it to anyone. So that's how that ends. We're going to get a bit more context as to what that is. So back to the messages here. Needed that to be a part of this for you guys to better understand. Continuing on to give a bit more context here. Yes, it was around 2015 when we were playing Terra online together. Terra, I think an MMO game. It was an online relationship. There are some posts here in my old blog that shows that me and Lacari had a connection. And there also are some clips on Twitch where I'm playing with him in Terra Online around this time period to, you know, further corroborate this is Lacari. So I went ahead and pulled those up. I can show those to you guys as well. This is one of the Twitch clips here.
No, they're not lucid.
Okay, you're gonna make a generation web?
Okay,
now
I'm just
pass
gonna-
on this, Kevin.
Hey, Nick, I'm just gonna throw that away.
Lacari's becoming a PE hero?
So you can hear they're
this is
mentioning
mine
Lacari. And then we also have some posts from Tumblr from that time. And so we've got things like All Hail Mad King Lacari here, some roleplay stuff showing fireworks, things like that. Guys, Castle Terra, Lacari always ends up with piles of Elins in his lap for some reason. And these are back from that time period. So it all kind of matches up. It would be tough for me to believe that this stuff was faked, or at least like this information kind of provide that they were interacting with each other at this time.
Did we get a thumbnail yet? Still no. The ultimate Twitch streamer oopsie. They're working out some new titles. They got to work out something. I actually just changed my title too, because everybody's using Lacari's name. I do think it seems like it won't, but you got to just think of some other hitting names. This is what's going to be in the algorithm right now.
As the relationship was online, it lasted several months, but we eventually ended up breaking up because of different life goals. The content of the post is about what happened shortly after. During the relationship, we had some explicit Skype calls as it was long distance. In these calls, I specifically asked him not to record, and he recorded this. I said, would you be comfortable with me showing any of this? He said, share everything I'm saying here, or I've shown you, I don't mind. The way I found out about him recording the Skype calls is because his friend, known as Tad, I don't know his real name, texted me some screenshots from the Skype call. Now, that phone number that was included in that document, the non-formal NDA, that was the phone number they're saying from this Tad person. And they had sent these screenshots from that Skype call as a way to threaten and harass me.
Captain, what the fuck? You just ruined the whole podcast. Everyone just went, oh, spoilers! Oh, no! Oh. Well, now you get to know about what's going to happen before Ethan sees it. So you get to be like, wait till Ethan sees where he admits to liking Lolly. I'm telling you guys, it's now you're one step ahead too.
Unfortunately, I don't have the screenshots as this was 11 years back on an old phone. I said, threaten you over what? I honestly don't know, but from recollection, it was something along the lines of, look what I have on you. I can't provide any screenshots on this, so you can feel free to mention that if you need to, so keep it with a grain of salt. This is just my recounting of my experience. That's how I found out he may have a recording of the Skype calls. When I confronted him, he gave the same excuses he is giving now. He was hacked. He got a virus. He said his friend Tad had sent him a virus and stole these from his PC with a Trojan horse or something similar. So I asked some members of Man Up, did you see the video? Man Up was the group, it was the guild. And they responded with, they didn't see the video, which gave me the understanding that there was a video, even though he denied it. So they were 20 and 25. I just wanted to confirm the ages and whatnot. And then there is a link to a video, and it's on Lacari's YouTube channel, just to kind of confirm what Man Up was. This is at that time frame, 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed with how many streamers were apparently cool with his weird behavior before this. And this is what I'm talking about is, we need to start checking these types of people more, because like I feel like Shadman is the same thing. Like he was friends with Zach Hadel and Chris O'Neill, Oni Plays, who are still relatively popular. Zach Hadel has Smiling Friends on Adult Swim, and they were both like pretty close with Shadman. And I don't know what their relation is to him now. I don't know if they've spoken much to him or about him in recent years. I imagine they've kind of dropped him for image sake, which is kind of the smart thing to do. But I do think, like I've said, that a lot of this stuff was more normalized because of like the normalization of hentai. And it's not that like adult content in different forms is wrong, but again, it's about the substance of that adult content that we need to be like very critical of. Another new title, a third one. What is it now? One click ended this Twitch streamer's career. We're running the gauntlet right now. We're gonna see them all.
I believe, yep, March 20th, 2015. And this is Tara's next update, and he had made a video, Man Up to Your Disadvantage. Now, the audio is stripped from it. Keep in mind, between this and the post, June 11th of 2015. So this would have been just a few short months, like 3 months before that thing was drafted up, that NDA. So continuing on, and actually, this is interesting to kind of corroborate it. So they were talking about that they had a flat-chested build and whatnot. They say, I was 20 and he was 25. I have a petite and flat-chested build, so I appear much younger, though. That may be relevant in the context of the current accusations. This comment here is referring to me. And so we can take a look here, and actually, we have a screenshot here, but I can also pull it up off of the YouTube video, because it's still there. Rip Trey Lacari. He was a good guy. All Trey ever wanted in life was a...
Yeah, being proud of your H collection is a big red flag. You're probably a degenerate. I think so. Yeah, desensitization is a hell of a drug. Gotta keep pushing the limits. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the main thing. And I think the biggest issue is when you stop, because it becomes a hyperfixation, and then your sexual drive, it becomes like a staple of it or whatever. It is bad. Like in any regard, because then that's like the argument against like people talk about all types of things of like, oh, what would help limit abuse is the increase or decrease in pornography depicting abuse, which would benefit, because it's like, would people being able to consume the content make them less inclined to actually attempt the behavior, or is the opposite true? Because like if you look at like data in video games and stuff, there's interesting like things there, but sexual behavior is probably a different drive for sure than your video game addiction. Why would you cover for a friend like this? No clue. I mean, how hard is it to just go, yeah, nah, bat, we not doing that, nah, we not doing that, we ain't doing that one, nah. What did he say? 1 in every 5 people is a pedophile.
tiny chested Asian girl with a flat ass. Sadly, if I had to speculate, it was done in by a heart attack.
Everybody knows a
joke thing,
pedophile.
but it's referencing this same person, or so it seems to be, and that's what they're claiming as well. I kind of follow up asking a few questions too, because I want to, be clear about what Lacari
Violated by so many people, it was normal. And even still, it's like everybody know a pedophile. In this room right now, if we really turned on there's somebody in this room, it's probably 3 niggas that's fucking children.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Hopefully not.
We ain't doing that.
Hopefully not, but we still gotta say that.
I ain't got no niggas in the room.
Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, we ain't doing that. The only good whack take ever.
had said versus what this person's speculating on. I said, did he ever comment on that specifically, being flat chested appearing younger? Or are you speculating based
Oh, another title. This Twitch situation is seriously messed up. FBI called. H3 show. There we go. Now that's the bait I like to see.
off the recent news yourself? They said he did comment on that. He would say stuff about how he likes how small I am, and he would ask me to put feet in the camera too during these calls. Again, I can't provide proof of this for obvious reasons. But after the Man Up members said they didn't see the videos, they went and had that conversation in my tweet, the audio that we had. And I said, how did you yourself...
Oh, I'm sorry you're sick, Alex. This one goes out to you.
I fucking bust loads all over my couch.
Get a hold of this audio. I went to a friend of mine crying very desperately that used to date him, and she took pity on me and hopped into their TeamSpeak while this was going on and got the recording. This is proving that there was a video that was passed around the guild, an illegally recorded Skype video that many people in this guild saw, and the same one that Tad grabbed screenshots from to send me via text messages. Afterwards, I had a chat with Lacari, and we came to an agreement and signed an informal NDA. And so I asked, also, do you have any other screenshots of this informal NDA? They said the unredacted, so they showed that to me. I asked if it was only ever digital. They said it was only ever digital because he was living in Texas and they were in Cali, so only made sense there. They followed up, so it makes sense. Who drafted the informal NDA? And then they were saying, since he is a public figure, his name is well known. It's like, yeah, do you have a Discord? That way we can keep it separate from Twitter. And they said, I wrote the NDA. It wouldn't hold up in court probably, but it's proof that what I said did happen. And yeah, I have a Discord. So they gave that to me. I ended up deleting the message, so not showing that. And I was able to get that information to kind of further confirm that, yeah. So they showed me. I would need to see some more of Lacari's signatures to kind of corroborate the signature that was shown, but I'd be able to. I'm putting my name on saying this seems to be legit. Keep in mind, this was 10 years ago. It is to potentially say kind of similar.
So now these are two completely separate allegations that are being like kind of brought up now, kind of compounding, one might say. One person may say. They are officially late, I will say. Oh, there we go. It was really, I have to say, finding the thumbnail was hard. Like, as you guys saw with my thumbnail, it's not the best. It's hard to get a good one.
Similar to what we've covered with the pirate stuff. Maybe Lacari is a different person now, but given the fact the allegations are tying to a pattern of behavior from 10 years ago, given up to the present now, and we've seen other old clips kind of corroborate the same identity and behavior, it's not looking good. And I felt...
Yeah, and I mean, clearly he seems to be a degenerate, at least based upon all the available evidence, and he is not willing to actually present a plausible explanation outside of it all just being him getting hacked and being fake, and I don't know, it's crazy. Oh, look guys, I found it. They used the Darth Vader. Look at this. They totally, I'm dissecting the H3 podcast right now. They used the Darth Vader thumbnail. They probably were looking up Lacari on YouTube, right here. Look at this thumbnail. They took that thumbnail and used it for this one, but they flipped it. See, as you can tell, it's literally the same frame, but they flipped it. I'm dissecting their thumbnail and their title at the same time. High-level stuff, one might say. But that was basically all I needed to get through. We went through the Lacari stuff. I'm going to watch this, I think, tomorrow. I have a couple videos tomorrow, some body cam stuff for members. Going to be back for members tomorrow. So I'm going to be excited to see you all there. But I guess we'll watch this Ethan Klein Ethan H3 runs wild, bluff, and can't breathe. This is what we'll do to kind of wait for this all to start up. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing some body cam footage as well as some other stuff that we don't get to in the normal streams throughout the week, remember to become a member. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to all the gifted subs.
Yay, I got a subscriber.
Stoic.
Amazing.
He described you as an individual that was facing...
Slow gongs for Alex. Hitting it with the bonk goes hard.
backwards towards that way on top of his lap, his pants down.
Oh, clicked the wrong video. Sorry, just a little taste of what we're gonna see tomorrow. This guy had his pants down at the bus, at a glass bus stop.
Thank you.
A preemptive tip.
Alright, let's go. Heads up.
Heads up. Yep. Two of the best.
Oh, here we go.
Two pros. Two of the best. Pros heads up. Okay.
The woman is obviously mentally disabled. Maybe I need to watch it through a little bit more first. I just saw the beginning of it and just the way they started off. I was like, oh my god. But I didn't see that much of it, so maybe I'll take a look at that one. But we have some others lined up, so it's no issue.
Check, check.
If you need more body cam channels, let me know. I must be subscribed to at least 20. I could always use more. I love them. They're some of my favorite content. I don't like that shirt Ethan's wearing. I don't know why. I like it. I'm a big fan of the color green. My two favorite colors are pink and green. Those are my two favorite colors. Cosmo and Wanda. Unrelated, but just kind of a interesting point to point out. I saw someone say this in the comments. Let me see if it's still the top comment. His nickname is the Clock because of his tick. And I know this is ableist. I know this is ableist. But this is clever. He is a big watch guy. The Clock, it hits. It hits. But let's get it going. Sorry, I'm gonna restart it so we can hear it. I love the green shirt, but something off about it.
Thank you.
A preemptive tip.
No, did it start?
Right.
We did start. Okay, maybe we'll check this out tomorrow then on the member stream too. Or if you want to go check it out on your own, it's Hustlers Casino Live. Ethan H3 runs wild, bluff, and can't breathe. But they did start, so I'm going to end it off here. I talked about the Lacari stuff, the stuff I wanted to get to today. So I really do appreciate everybody for stopping in. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday before the H3 show, and I stream Monday through Friday every weekday. With member streams every other Saturday. We got streams all the time, and I'm working on new videos as well. I got some things in the works that I'm trying to get out, some concepts that I'm trying to bring to fruition. So again, I really do appreciate everybody for stopping in. This is Captain Quasar signing off.